you'll kind of get a sense of what the company had done. They're based in San Francisco. This is a client of our San Francisco office, and the SBA had put together an awards, what do you call it, like a video award contest, where companies could basically create their own videos and submit it for the award. And I think that company might have won, I'm not sure. But in any case, you kind of get an idea of what the company has done. They make these gorgeous glass sculptures, and they're very small, probably less than 20 people in the firm, and now they're successfully exporting these very sophisticated glass sculptures all over the place. So I quickly, for the last couple of minutes of my time here, I want to just kind of touch on a couple of other U.S. government agencies that you may, I certainly want to make you aware of, that you may interact with as you go about growing your business globally. One is Exim Bank. Now, we're fortunate here in the Bay Area that we have a local office for Exim Bank in San Francisco. My colleagues at Exim Bank often say, bank really should not be in their name, because they're not a traditional bank. They're the U.S. government's largest export credit agency. So, you would want to use them if you want to, for example, extend more favorable credit terms to your foreign buyers. We heard this morning about the very high interest rates in Mexico, for example. Well, your foreign buyer might be very excited to learn that you can extend very favorable terms to them in order that they can buy your product. So think about using Exim Bank as you look at overseas markets, and know that there's a local resource for you in San Francisco. SBA offers some similar programs to Exim Bank. For example, the Export Working Capital Loan Guarantee is a program. Let's say you have a facility, you're manufacturing a product, but you have some purchase orders that are at such a level that you couldn't possibly fulfill those orders in a timely manner, and you need to buy more capital equipment, you need to hire people, you need to buy space, that sort of thing. SBA, as well as Exim, can assist you with this Export Working Capital Loan Guarantee Program. And we also do have Northern California representative for SBA. OPEC, I want to mention OPEC because this is the Overseas Private Investment Corporation. So this, again, is more of a financial services type of an agency. They are providing support for U.S. companies that are making capital investments overseas. So you're opening a new plant, a power plant, you're doing infrastructure development, that sort of thing. OPEC can provide financing for that capital investment. And the reason I want to mention them here is because for the first time since I've been with Commerce, I've been with Commerce now 13 years, they have never had a program in San Jose. They rarely come out and do local outreach. Well, they are going to have one here in San Jose. It's on November the 13th. And it's called the Expanding Horizons Workshop for Entrepreneurs. And I would strongly encourage you, if you're interested in OPEC, if you don't know anything about OPEC, want to learn more about the programs that they offer, consider coming to this workshop. It's a half-day workshop in San Jose in November. And lastly, our colleagues at the U.S. Trade and Development Agency, the very small federal agency, most people have not ever heard of them, but they provide some exciting programs. They do some exciting work that also supports U.S. exports. They will often bring, for example, let's say my most recent experience with them was they were bringing over a delegation of ministers from Turkey who were looking at, Turkey is very susceptible to earthquakes, and the ministers in Turkey were very interested in U.S. technology that might be available for first responders or to dealing with their earthquake-prone nature of their country. And so they were interested in meeting with builders, with architects, with people in the seismology sector, safety and security, mobile hospitals, that sort of thing. And so TDA will provide, U.S. Trade and Development Agency will provide funding for those ministers to come to the United States, travel around, and to meet with U.S. suppliers. And they typically will hold a half-day seminar, and you, as a small business, can actually go in and meet individually with these procurement officials, decision makers. So TDA is another agency, and their website's up there. And I think that may be the rest of my time. Some quick links. Again, I can provide this presentation to you afterwards. And there's my contact information. So thank you very much.
Thank you.